Right, so congratulations on the project.
Thank you.
I've taken a while to listen. I like it. I love the personal touch to it, though.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I was having a conversation with Eve the other day that I love that artists are now slowly getting back into making projects and making it personal. But because back in the day, from titles to cover, to the way the songs are arranged, everything is very intentional.
Yes.
So when you see it, you like have an idea of what the project is talking about.
Yeah.
And artists are going back there. It doesn't sound like songs recorded happen everywhere and just slapped on. You get me? So when you're listening, you are just going from high tempo to low tempo, and it's just throwing you all over the place. So now, artists are being more intentional as regards, just putting together the projects and everything.
Yeah.
So why was this one personal for you?
Oh,
the title says it all.
Yes. Being a lover girl, I fell for the breakfast, and I chopped it a few times.
Okay.
So, and it was just a really hard one. It was a really hard time.
Yeah.
And sometimes heartbreak does that to you. It makes you start questioning yourself, your career, just everything that around you, and you just feel like the whole world is falling apart. So for me, I just needed to do a project that was reflecting where I was mentally at that time. Like it was more necessary for me to do it for myself, like just therapy, really.
Okay.
I just needed to get some things out. And honestly, like you said, like as a millennial, when you're listening to stuff growing up, and you want to listen to stuff for heartbreak, you'd go to Brandy, Have You Ever, or you'd listen to Mary J. Blige, I'm Not Gonna Cry.
Mariah Carey, We Belong Together. Neo, So Sick.
Heartbreak song.
First thing Monday morning. Like, but I didn't think we had
it's
that
not every
space
time
in Afrobeat.
Every time it's Bessie. I'm tired. I'm heartbroken. You're telling me to
Are we in the gym?
So
for me, I wanted to create something in our space, in our culture that would, when, whoever, girls, guys, whoever, and they can listen to it from someone that, is from there.
Okay, cool.
Space,
so I've known Tiwa, let me see if I cast my mind back, 2010, 15 years now. Yeah.
Do you want to just keep telling me how old
15.
you really are?
Well, yeah, it's 15. Yeah, 15.
Wow, so we met when we were like 3.
So this was 2010. Just got out to uni, I remember. And I remember that, I used to run a little magazine, back in the day. And
was that how we met?
Yeah, that's how.
I think it was on tour.
So the magazine was before the tour.
Was it?
Yes, it was before the tour. And you, I reached out, to your manager then, and I wasn't sure you were going to show up. And
I show
yeah,
up?
you did. It was a white Nissan SUV. I remember.
You can remember,
yeah.
right?
You showed up.
Car.
Yeah, you showed up. She showed up. It was one, dingy studio in Yaba. She did. She showed up.
Oh wow!
Yeah, you did. You did show up.
And we did do.
With Skookie. Back as Cookie and Links, everybody we did, we did the magazine cover and everything.
You were like a big deal, big time promoter, man. You were like getting all the.
So then your song Kelly Kelly was the first time I talk about that song because it was something that just changed how we consume music in Nigeria. Saw the video, so much color, and all of that, and it was nothing like it was. I felt almost the same way I felt the first time I heard the band Tongolo. You understand? It was nothing like was out then, and from then it's been way up. So for you though, and you're still like every time when people say, "Oh yeah, I think maybe this will be the last one. She'll retire now." Just come back stronger, better. Like now, I'm still here.
I don't know why people have that conversation till now.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what joy you would derive in saying, "Yeah, she's done" or "He's done." I still don't. I don't get it. I said this in an interview recently. I said, if you were going into an operation table, right, and you had 2 surgeons, and they said, this surgeon is young, fresh. This is the first time. The rave of the moment. This is someone who's going to cut up your body and your heart, and they give you like a 60-year-old say, this guy's seasoned, he's older, but he's never had any deaths, any accidents. Who are you going to pick?
Definitely the experienced one.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I don't know why in this industry we want to show off people who have experience.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't make any sense
just
to
was
me.
like people are helping you retire.
Right. It's like I have experience. So this is even the time where you should even enjoy me more. Like I have experience with music, with being on stage, with recording, with even life. I have so much more to talk about in my music. Like this is really my season to, just give you great music. So when people say that, it's always like it's always baffling to me.
I know, it's crazy. And also the other thing that people also say is the fact that Tiwa likes to block people's back. And you know why I laugh about it? Because in 2019 there was whenever people are trying to book artists, and once Tiwa is on the bill, she doesn't allow the promoters to book other artists. It was something that a lot of then what was funny? There's a reason why I brought that up. In 2019, my partner and myself, because we did a concert together, and it was for Tenny, and Tiwa showed up, didn't collect a dime, showed up for Tenny. Tenny didn't have an album out there, and Tenny had a run of singles. Then we took the risk to. This was even before Tiwa even did a headline in Lagos. Your own, but she showed up. Yeah. You get me? So when people and it's how silly the industry has become now. For people who their monies are not in it, people who have not. That's the truth. Because when I sit down and have conversations with people, and they want to act like they know everything, I was like 60 million of my money was in that Tenny concert.
Wow.
Yes, in 2019.
That was the Echo Hotel.
Yes,
right?
Echo Hotel. Yes, sold out on a Monday. So my own thing right now is that I can sit down and say, oh yes, I've done this. I've contributed my own concert. You get me? So you just stay on the internet and pick up gossip, silly numbers, stats, who is selling what tickets, and you believe that you're a connoisseur of what Afrobeat should be or what the industry should be.
Like. And I think they start with one thing, one story. I mean, this is crazy that they would even think I have that much power to be able to say, if I'm going to be on the show, you can't.
And people just run.
Wow.
And people just run with it, and it's just in our DNA as Nigerians too. Once there's just something negative out there,
I just want my own bag. That's all I'm really focused on. Once I have my own bag, I don't care if there's 20 million people on the bill or there's just...
But there's just this nostalgic feeling you get when you go back to listening to. So what brought about this? Like you said, okay, it was heartbreak and all that, but there could have been other moments as well. Do you want to talk about
I can't describe the feeling. By myself in the hotel, I'm just blasting music. Like I said, I'm blasting SWV, all these like songs that I just feel like people are missing, man. Like people are really, really missing songs that would have a bridge, or like when guys used to sing in the rain. And
Shouts to Ray J.
And Usher, and they'll be begging for the girl, Boys to Men, End of the Road. And I was just like, man, I have to. So for me, I also feel like I'm in the position where I'm not really doing it for streams or charts or nothing, because I've built such a career that I make enough money to be able to sustain myself.
Right.
So I can do something that is going against the grain. It's nothing for TikTok. I'm not stressing about, I have to do a challenge or whatever. I wanted to do music, and I felt like there will be people that would appreciate it.
Because your collaboration with Craig David was another one nobody saw.
Yeah.
Because that was actually... was actually crazy, because I remember there was this thing about Craig David saying, he can't do music with, Nigerian artists, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay.
He said he can't do what?
Music. Yeah. He allegedly said that he can't do music with like African artists, Nigerian artists,
and
all that.
I don't think he said that.
But it was a topic.
Maybe that's another thing that someone just...
Yeah, that's why I said it was allegedly said,
Right,
So, but when we saw that, I was like, okay, this is actually great. So where was this concept coming from? But I want to ask, the process to doing music with Craig David, how did that feel?
Unfortunately, I wasn't in the studio with him physically,
right.
But honestly, when I met him, he was complete. Growing up, thinking of Craig David, I thought he was a ladies' man. I thought he was just cool, and he is cool, but in a very humble way.
Right.
So when I met him, he's so gracious, such a perfect gentleman, so like different from what I thought he would be. So the whole experience working with him, aside from being in the studio, because we were never in the studio, but promotion, doing the video, going for interviews, he always on time, always professional, just a dream to work with. Like, I haven't really experienced that level of professionalism with another artist. He's incredible.
As much as we want to deny it, there's a lot of misogyny when it comes to the conversation around music when it comes to female artists. Because I remember when you got signed to UMG, and I saw your picture, and I was like, that's Lucy Grange. I knew who he was, and it just flew over a lot. It just, nobody talks about it on the internet.
Yeah.
And when you compare it to how the internet reacts when the male artists do things as little as maybe meeting a foreign artist, said no, but we need to say these things. Oh, so artist was on Formula One and met Lewis Hamilton, and they were making a huge deal. And in my head, I'm just like, she's losing great. That's the CEO of the biggest record label in the world,
and nobody
really
thought.
Like, he signed everybody. Yeah. So for him to take time out of his very busy schedule, take a picture with Tiwa, that's a huge deal.
Yeah.
And there was no conversations, and it was just like, then Yemi Alade will sell our stadiums, and nobody
talk about it.
You understand? And Simi will go on to produce songs and do stuff
and
outside our comfort zone, and everybody's like, oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Then, Thames would do the singing, the opening for Aston Martin, Formula One.
Right.
But when, the male guys, the male artists do something, and oh my God, then they will add it
in the club and they
and they will add it to the long list of all the things that they have done when they are fighting with other fan bases. And I'm just like, this is why the growth is just weird. So how do you deal with all of this, knowing that it almost seems like, you're making all this stride, you're doing all these big things, and it seems like the people that you're doing it for are not paying attention, or even giving you that foundation to constantly grow.
I keep talking about it, and I don't stop talking about it. I'm always yapping about it. I'm that's all I can do. I've been talking about it for years, and I don't know what else. I don't know what else. Like, and when I talk about it, it's like, you're just jealous, or you're just no. I'm like, it's discouraging so many other females, so many other people, or so many other executives to even sign females, because they might not think that it's lucrative, and we focus on the wrong things with like male artists, like oh, I just bought a diamond chain, like. Okay, like you said, Thames just achieved this, or Yemi, they just did this, and it's like we act like it's nothing, and it can be discouraging. Like I always say, they have this big conversation and they don't include Ira, or they don't include it's just it's painful. It's painful to see, actually.
Yeah, I know. Like, there's I hate that big three conversation. I think it's it doesn't allow artists grow, and it's almost like putting a ceiling as regards, okay, these are the guys on top, and everybody else comes under them. And I look back and I'm like, 5-6 years ago, every year always used to churn out new artists. So now if you want to break a new artist, you're talking about $150,000 or $160,000. Yes, and that's not even guaranteeing anything. You get me? So
I think it's unfair to them too.
Yes,
it's building unnecessary competition.
Yes,
between their fan bases. And I don't think it's fair for them to just continue to feel like they're in this competition to be the top one and the top, like it's just unfair to them as well. Actually,
it absolutely makes no sense. So how are you able to, I don't like to add this whole how this conversation about, oh, you're a mother now, how are you able to do everything?
To juggle
but it's true though.
No, but the truth is it's your music is your 9 to 5. My mom has a PhD and had 4 kids.
Wow.
And so I would ask my mom, oh, how do you go to work? And she would be like, I wake up and go to do my thing.
Wow.
So 3 boys, 1 girl says, and only me, I'm so
that's
much.
Like my mom.
So we're a handful. Everybody knows him. Me alone. I remember one day I was on the bridge the other day, and I just remembered my mom categorically told me, ride your bicycle, only within the estate. I didn't hear. She went to work, so I rode from 1004, came to my friends in Thompson Avenue to borrow a Karate Kid. Put in my backpack. I was riding back on Falomo Bridge, and somebody smacked me in traffic. So there was traffic, and my mom's. I just acted like nothing happened. I just kept right here.
Oh my goodness!
There was a cut.
Oh yes, so I can imagine raising kids and all of that. But being
if I saw Jamil do that, oh my goodness. It's a blessing. I think, it's something that we've created. I mean, no offense to men, but women are just superheroes, man. We have invisible capes. We can be successful and be a mother, be a wife, all of that and just do everything. So I don't know how. Well, I do. I have a great support system. I always say this. So whenever I travel, I have people that he's with that I really trust. But I also have cameras that I'm watching 24/7.
Oh, you need to, of course.
Yeah. So, but he's also a really good kid. He's very understanding, and I think I'm blessed.
But at least it's good to know that you also take out time for yourself. I mean, like you mentioned earlier, you took a holiday just
for the first time.
Yeah, for the first time.
Because sometimes it's needed. Clear your head, breathe. I'm sure by the time you came back, we're feeling very.
No, I was I was ready. I was ready to take on everyone. I was take on everything.
I know. So I tweeted just as you released You For Me. I just just popped in my head. I was like, oh, I wish, Tiwa can just get fabulous and just do something. And a couple days ago, I was like, wait a minute.
That's the song.
That's the song. You understand? So you've been doing a lot of heavy promotion, as regards this. Yes. And it's different. It feels very, how will I put it though? Maybe more like a kid in a candy store. It's like, there's something, I've seen you do a lot of rollouts. When you did the, Jesus Christ, wasn't it?
49.99.
At Obalinde, I've seen, but this is different. Yeah. The song with Skepta, You For Me, everything you've done is different with this. So there's that personal touch to it. Yeah. So
I'm doing a lot. I wanna work till I'm tired, till I'm like, okay, I really did everything with this project. Because like with how life is now, there's so much out there that people are consuming.
Right.
I feel like you have to see something like 7 times or more before you actually say, okay, let me click on this thing. Yeah. So I want them to get tired, to be like, okay, Tiwa Savage, let's listen to this album. Like I want it to get to that point where I've done everything over and over, and you're now tired. You know, say, okay, we have heard. There was during lockdown. There was a time where I don't know what song it is, that there's this one where you're making something, and it's like 10 seconds. It went viral.
Yeah.
I heard the whole song and I didn't even know
that was the song
until it got to that TikTok part. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. Lizzo has been talking about it too, like just the algorithm and the TikTok challenges and how we're ruining just the artistry of music.
It's
Speaking
crazy.
of, I mean, a lot of artists, even in out of the country too, have been complaining about the use of AI and how it's affecting their music and all that.
Yeah.
So I would like to know, what do you think? Because now it's getting to the point where people are even getting to deep fakes.
Yes.
To the point that, I mean, there was something recently that said an AI artist was signed.
Oh yeah, for $3 million.
What's your take on it?
I think it's scary. I think there's this Will Smith movie, right? What is it called? Like where the robots
iRobot.
Yeah. I'm telling you, people laugh at it. That's gonna happen. I was in San Francisco recently when I was recording this, and they have cars where there's no driver.
Yeah.
I mean, I got into it because I just wanted to see, but how? Then you have restaurants where there's no waiters. Then now in stores,
stores are just you just go in there, take what you want.
Come on, like people are gonna lose so many jobs. Then so what are we gonna do with that epidemic when that happens? When so many people are at home, have no jobs, the rate of depression is just gonna go through the roof. And these robots they will, and they don't have emotion. They will turn on us.
But before they come to Africa,
before you'll see people marrying robots.
Yeah. So we'll be in Nigeria. Be like,
actually,
that's happening in San Francisco.
I think it's scary.
I know.
So I don't know how this is gonna play out. You have an artist. I think, how are they going to perform live?
So it's like, a whole
have
lot.
That thing,
the hologram.
Yeah. Oh man,
it's ridiculous.
I mean,
it's ridiculous.
I'm glad I.
Yeah. So